Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Supreme Lord 2020 as California. Before you may know that I've not said let's play again, as I am getting a little tired of saying it over and over again every single video I've been recording for almost a year now, but yeah, what can you do? Continue, and as before, there's really nothing to do for a certain amount of time, other than to just deal with a somewhat of a uneasy peace, so to speak, with most of our neighbors who are probably not quite happy at the moment. And I remember that I've put some spies in Iowa and South Dakota and Nebraska just to be safe. Let's just take a look at check the world quickly, and I guess we'll start off in, say, I guess here in one of our allies, Mississippi, just to see how they're doing. Well, they got a pretty interesting army on the homeland. On their territory, meanwhile, some ships and a few other units, and actually, better check to see what our army status, what's the status of our military. Let's see, over 700 units reserved and 69 deployed for our army. Air Force, it's kind of impressive. Navy as well, we only have 5 ships. Currently deployed for mostly patrols or just sitting around. As for building, let's okay, we have Abrams, Bradley, supply trucks, aircraft. We have a lot of planes, but they're not going to be done for a while. Ships, 15 under construction. Missiles, really no point of explaining. Economy, let's see, social spending is, let's see, yeah, social spending is still going to be the same. Taxes, meanwhile, hold on a minute. Credit rating, 35, blah, blah, blah. Interest rate, 8.3, alright. Well, I'm gonna ignore that for now. Just to check, now back to checking the rest of the world. Okay, Brazil losing territory to Bolivia? Yeah, they have lost territory, mostly due to supplies. So that's one thing to think about. Approvals on the positive, that's great. Okay, Paraguay, no comment. Africa, meanwhile, Angola is still around, with Zambia growing in size. It's still gonna be a really odd look if Zambia is no longer landlocked, reaching towards the Atlantic. Oh wait, the Atlantic's a bit never mind. Nothing going except for the war. In the case of the Middle East, would be Iran's war against Saudi Arabia and Kuwait. And who's this? Oman. Oh yeah, they are also at war with Oman. Forgot about that. Also Pakistan. Wait, who else? Turkmenistan, Afghanistan. They're not at war with Iran, but are they allied? Checking. Yeah, they are allies with Iran. So it's interesting to see. Meanwhile, in Europe, West Germany is still able to hold off against Poland. There's quite a lot of garrisons they have. Paris, Marseille, Barcelona, also Madrid. Also forget about them. And Paris somehow reaching all the way down here. It's a bit odd. More facilities are done, that's good. Milan is also at war with Marseille. Kind of forgot about them. It looks like they're holding out just fine. Rome, Bulgaria. Moscow hasn't fallen yet, but you never know. You never know. It probably won't be long before they would collapse to, I guess, St. Petersburg, portion of Ukraine, Volgograd. Western Urals, on the other hand, well, this is not looking good for their economy. Well, that's Europe. Now, time to look at Asia. There's nothing going up here. Mongolia is still holding out. Or actually, there's no change. Well, barely. Inner Mongolia. Well, despite the capital being surrounded, they're simply not going to be falling anytime soon. Manchurian-Korean War. Okay, these tanks have been cut off. And it looks like they're trying to take Ning'an. Well, I guess they might be able to take it, except some ZTZ-90s are going to be arriving soon. Well, that war's not going to be over. And looks like the Japanese landing forces are in a slight trouble. At least these guys that are still down here for some reason. Alright, and okay, that ship was getting torpedoed by somebody. I'm gonna take a guess, a Southern Chinese. Yeah, it's probably a Southern Chinese submarine somewhere. But still, they're not gonna move up to try and take on this WZ-600, or even taking the village of Wendeng or Weihai. Well, then again, they both would have probably an Air Force and a Navy somewhere close by. These guys, nothing changed. Nothing changed, at least. Well, it looks like northern China may have lost some territory to southern China through supplies, mostly. Taiwan, Hong Kong. Okay, Vietnam holding out, with Laos getting some unusual territory claims. Myanmar also getting some territory, and it's... never mind. Thought it was something unusual, but I was wrong. India's fighting back. But the Afghan forces do have a pretty good position to hold. Sort of. Although these guys are going to get surrounded soon by this APC. There's no change on other fronts. A lot of towns, a lot of the structures have been completely abandoned due to constant bombardments. I really don't know what to do. I really don't know what exactly you're supposed to do with these towns anyway, since there's no population anymore. Or actually... Hold on a minute. No population currently. There's nobody here. There are still people living nearby in other nearby cities and towns, but probably until this war somehow ends, who knows? Not to mention, it seems like to be more of a defensive war or trench warfare style, as there's no progress. Nothing in the Pacific, Australia, New Zealand, yada yada yada, nothing. And of course, gotta worry about Hawaii if they decide to decide to declare war. Not to mention they are kind of bankrupt. At least for now. I'm not so sure about the long term. Let's see, where are my spies? I've spread them out everywhere. I have some new ones back in the homeland. And I'm going to try again to see if I can send some spies over here. At least I'm going to group them up to make a bit of a interesting way. I have one other spy that's over here. But where am I going to send him? Well, I already have some in Utah. So that's out of the question. I already have in South Dakota, Nebraska, Tennessee, And who else? I guess I'll try Delaware to see what's over here. Connecticut, do I have any other spies ready? Yes, I have one. So I'll send him, not too close. Send him over there. Let's see. Well, in Maine, there's really nothing much. And I'll send... Hold on a minute. Never mind. Let's see if I can send him to here. Probably not much. Okay, any intelligence in Hawaii? Okay, there are no garrisons here other than transports, Seahawks, and some Ospreys. That's about it. Alright, that's on the big island, Hawaii itself. What about in Kahului? I guess I could try to send some spies. Probably over here. Just to be safe. Oops. I did not mean to do that. Not so sure about Honolulu, though. They got a pretty good security, to be honest. Oh yeah, but oh god, fuck. Hold on a minute, guys. And I'm back. Sorry about that. Somebody at the door. Turns out to be the mailman. And of course had to sign this and that of the delivery. So anyway, let's just continue. And where was I? Oh yeah, just taking to send our spies. Yeah, our spies. Automatically forgetting for some reason. And let's see, research breakthrough, protection of free will. Alright, that's fine. What else are we, shoot. Nah, cancel. Too late. Alright, so we lost both our spies. More facilities are done. We're gonna get new spies eventually, hopefully. But, oh. Wait. No garrisons, but they do have a Nimitz-class carrier. Still, it's kind of interesting that there's no garrisons here. Maybe at, say, Fort Shafter or Honolulu itself, but you never know. There's really no way for supplies to reach here for some reason. Don't know why. And, oh yeah, now, right, I was also going to check on Cuba. Well, there's nothing in the capital. Well, when I mean nothing, I was kind of being sarcastic. They still have garrisons, some anti-air units, and a great amount of artillery, actually. So any invasion would be a nightmare. UN Protectorate. Well, they do have sizable, well, if you could even call it a sizable amount of territory, after all, stretching all across the world. But they are, of course, not the largest in terms of size and land, whatever amount of land they could have. Ah, here we are. Okay, Connecticut. Well, they're at DEFCON 2, so that's pretty high, of course. Whether or not they're gonna try and declare war, who knows. Maine, again, an average army. Pay, meanwhile, mostly to only garrisons in the capital of Charlottetown, none in Summerside. But where else to send the spies? So, good to know that there's nothing here. Guess I'll send this guy somewhere else if I could find the spy in question on the list. Oops. Yep, here he is. Who else? Try if I ever do landings. Well, there really isn't that much on this damn place, but perhaps Corner Brook or... yeah, I think I'll check Corner Brook for now. I have 2 new spies. I'm not gonna send them to Hawaii again, since they're gonna get caught every time. And considering their war justification is very high, we only have 21 justification though. I guess if I keep sending spies... Wait, it's probably a stupid idea, but I guess I'll have to send them out again to see what would happen. But this time we directly inside and do espionage as well, just to see if there's any changes. I'm not even sure if would be any catalyst reason to go to war with Hawaii at all. Well, you never know. What's going on in the year? Okay, looks like the Koreans are pushed back and not looking too well. There's no advances concerning the capital of Manchuria is going to be surrounded by artillery. Yep, our spies once again gone. And again. So, yeah, no point of sending spies again. But with spies captured, their war justification is going to be 100% right now, so they might have a reason to go to war if they ever dare want to. We, of course, there's really no way to figure... There's no way to increase our justification. Unless there is any other reason that I may have completely forgot. But you never know. Okay, Tibet. Is Tibet at war with... Yeah, they're at war with North and South China. They allies with anybody else? Not much conflict on the borders between North and South China. Let's see, Bhutan, Nepal, Bangladesh. Surrounded, probably cut off by trade if that's possible. But they're not gonna fall yet with the Indian forces just standing around doing nothing. Alright. How's the war against Iran? A bit of a stalemate. Somewhat. Europe. Moscow is not going to fall yet. Norway is bankrupt. They're at war with West Germany, of course. Sweden. Their economy's gone as well. What about Finland? Wait a minute. Wait. Where's the treasury? Yeah, treasury. Who else is bankrupt? The Congo, Guinea, Sweden, Georgia, no surprise, Central Siberia, Western Urals, Norway, and Moscow. So, in comparison to Norway and Moscow being at war, some of the other nations that are not are kind of bankrupt. Well, then again, I think a lot of these nations are at war with Moscow after all, so their debt is going to be a bit somewhat high. Not as high as ours, of course. Which, once again, if I could find... Yeah, the debt. Bottom, very top. Well, actually, I was wrong, since we are third, not as high as Japan. Completely forgot. But let's see. Let's go here. When's the next bond? The next bond that's coming soon is November 16th. We have plenty in our treasury right now, but I think I'll go with some of the somewhat cheap in some way prices to buy back. So I guess I'll start with the $668 million. Oh wait, never mind. I mean the all the way up to here, $643 million at least. But I'll go with 626 for now to repurchase the bonds. So that's that one thing. And I think I'll buy one more, rebuy one more. Let's see, 634. I think I'll go with that one as well. So that's 2 bonds that we bought back, and that's gonna be it for now. We don't have that much of a high treasury at the moment, but at least our debt's gone down just a bit. Meanwhile, the economy, let's see, taxes and all that's fine. Trades. How are we doing anyway? Hydroponics, 2 more being built. Waterworks, we're producing a lot. Demand is going to be high. Let's see, timber. We have 4 more under construction. Petrol, or any fuel, that's still going to be an issue. I better try and go towards the cleaner fuel source, in this case biofuel. I already have 2 in... wait, 2? Yeah, I have 2 in California itself. Another bond renewal, of course. Good consumer goods are being built. Now for biofuel, well, I gotta try to see if I can find anywhere else that could be filled up with agriculture, or those that are not completely filled but could fill out with additional, well, alternative cleaner energy, hopefully. So I'll do that. Biofuel, I guess I could max that out. Hold on a minute. What did I put in here? Biofuel and hydroponics. Alright, so I'll make a hybrid here. So I guess I'll make a bit of a hybrid, I guess, in terms of production. So, hydroponic, except I may have screwed up. And I'll have biofuel, but once that agricultural facility's, well, since the farm's gone, put another hydroponics. Payment overdue by Louisiana, I'm not surprised. Because, if I recall, I think we were demanding too much. Yeah, that's too much. That's way too much for them to pay. There's no way to just select one and have to break that off, so that hopefully Louisiana will be able to recover from their problem with the economy. But still, not to mention, there's no day limit. It's unlimited. Well, I guess I better start sending out a large amount of money if I could, but how much is it again? Let me recheck. $79 billion. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, I really don't know how the hell I'm going to get that out. Forgot to check that. Other message. At least our trades are doing well. Also gotta check for, well, uranium is one thing to worry about. Of course, we have supply depots being built. To double check, or recheck again. Many of these are not going to be done yet. Our military supplies are still going to keep rising and rising, just to maintain a stock. But I guess it would be nice to start building a bit more in case of war. We already have plenty in the homeland for now. In Mexico, in the Mexican lands, there's really none, so I'll have to fill out one here. Industrial is somewhat mixed, but I'll put the majority in the big major cities, so that's fine. Consumer goods, that's kind of on hold for now. Alright. So, pause, and I'm gonna end right here. So, thank you for watching, and even though there really isn't much to do, which I apologize, but at least our economy is somewhat getting better, and our approval rating's gone up pretty high, actually. Not until in-game next year for the next elections, which I'm kinda confident that we might be able to win for a second term at least. But that's probably for another time, hopefully a couple of videos later. But hope you enjoyed this, and hope to see you again in the next episode.